Hey y'all, some of you may have recently seen that I have taken my kids to several children's museums over the past couple months. Yes, that is on purpose. We are going to a children's museum pretty much every time we travel. And the reason is not only do I love children's museums in general, like the overall design of everyone that I've been to, I had a little idea and I'm about to share that idea with you. While we were on one of these outings, I was talking to my cousin and she's just like, well, is this really what was on your bucket list to do while you were in town? And I'm just like, I should make a children's museum bucket list. Like, I really should. I normally have my kids with me when I travel. And it would be like a challenge for myself, something really cool, and kind of to compare my experiences. So, like, same day I got to work and I looked up every children's museum in the United States of America and I made a list of the ones I want to go to. There are so many children's museums. So going through the list and saying, I want to take them to this one and this one and this one, that was just too much. So I made just like a general goal of I want to visit 50 children's museums with my kids, one for each state. I originally was thinking I want to go to one in each state, but there's one state that doesn't have any and there are several states that only have one. That's too much coordination. So I'm going to try to do one for each state. So I do have like some side rules to this. Texas, California, and Illinois, I want to do 5 in each of those places just because each of those states have so many. Texas has a lot, California has a lot. And then for Illinois, it's because this is where I live. I've already been to most of the children's museums in Illinois, but I haven't done like footage of it or recorded it because I was just there to be there and not there for, like this vlog I'm doing. And this is something I'm doing just because I'm doing it, but also because I think it would be fun for my kids because we have yet to visit a children's museum that they didn't love. We've been to big ones, we've been to small ones, we've been to ones near our home, we've been to ones out of state. They always have a blast. And then for me, this challenge is kind of like an excuse for me to travel more. Before anyone says that, I do know how unlikely it is that I am going to reach my goal. 50 museums is a lot, even if they were all in the same state, but I have to travel to get to these places. Realistically, I don't think I can afford to do it, within the time I would like to do it. I don't have a set end date for this, but I would prefer to go while my children are relatively young. So I don't want this to be a 15-year project. I want it to be like a 4-year project. And I think me reaching the goal is going to be made harder by the fact that I said I would not count any that I visited before I issued myself this challenge, which has been like the past few months. And we've only been to like 4. We actually went to one today. I'll post that video later. But we've only been to like 4 in the past 4 months. My plan is to focus on the ones close to home first. So Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, those states. Try to get those out of the way before anything else, just because those should be the easiest and that gives me more time to plan for the ones I have to really, really travel to. My deciding to do the ones in Illinois first is not just because it's easier, but also because I kind of want to highlight what we have here in our state. There are a couple children's museums that are really popular, like the one in Navy Pier. People know about that, but I did the one in Oak Park today. Actually, I'm going to post a video later. I don't think a lot of people know about that. I didn't know about that until this project started. I didn't know it existed. And it's kind of like a thing of mine, finding attractions for families and children that are not super well known about. Everybody knows about Disney. Everybody knows about Six Flags. I love Disney and Six Flags. But if I can highlight, hey, you could spend a day at this children's museum for $5 instead of going to Six Flags and spending $500, that's more accessible for more people. Or if they have younger children, I want you to know about it.